After Apple stock's monumental climb to $2.3 trillion in market cap, we have seen it fall all the way back down past $1.9 trillion. After its super hype and everything that was going on around the new event, to the very underwhelming event that did come out, we have seen it see the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and it has been one that has made some people very happy and, well, others not so happy, to say the least. My name is Tyler Hill, and today we will be going over some brand new updates and data that have been very, very promising for Apple stock. I am an investor in Apple stock. I do hold over 50 shares, and I know a whole bunch of my friends and colleagues and those of you who do watch me are Apple supporters as well. So if you are on this video and you do enjoy this update and this content, definitely let me know by smashing that like button. If you're new to the channel and you want to show me some support, you can let me know by subscribing. And if you have anything that you would like to say to me, any questions, any concerns, anything that you would like to see me make videos about in the future, let me know in the comment section below, and let's get straight into the Apple News video. A recent update that we did just get from Katie Huberty is that she believes that this recent pullback could be a very constructive setup for the new release of the iPhone 12, simply for the fact that we are seeing a lower price, but the fundamentals of Apple stock are starting to even grow or remain the same. Now, this basically means that she believes that even though the price is lowering and we are seeing a sell-off in the overall market, that the fundamentals of Apple stock have not changed and that they are actually growing. And so with that being said, that this could be a perfect time to buy to see some, very nice gains in the future here. One amazing updates that we have gotten from Apple recently is that they have reopened 57 stores over the last 4 weeks. This increases the total number of stores open to 446 of 512, meaning that 87% of Apple's total stores are now open. Now, this is going to be very important for Apple because they are soon going to be releasing the iPhone 12, and they want to have as many stores open to be able to hold up and dominate the consumer demand that will be for the iPhone 12. A lot of analysts are expecting that iPhone 12s are going to be a very high consumer demand, and so we need to make sure that Apple has enough stores to maintain and hold up and stay afloat during that high surge of demand. Now, one tool that we can use to go ahead and make our assumption that consumer demand for the iPhone 12 is going to be very high is based off the surveys that have recently been released. I did release a video about that not too long ago, so I will leave the link to that in the description below. But another tool that we can use to go ahead and make this assumption is that one of the product suppliers for Apple, Jabal, has seen very, very good financial reports recently. They recently released that they had very outstanding performance, and one very, significant aspect of their business that's performing super well is their casings that they sell for iPads and iPhones. This means that the case industry for iPads and iPhones is growing significantly, and that is a very, very key aspect of their business. Now, the fact that we are seeing the growth in this business shows us that consumers are starting to get out there again and start to create this, chain of economy for the Apple industry. Now, if people are getting out and they're starting to spend money on cases and everything, that goes to show that there's a little bit of extra money to go around. Because realistically, an Apple case or a case for your iPhone or your iPad is not necessarily essential, but it's very convenient to have. So if people are starting to spend money on convenient things again, that's a very good sign, not only for Apple, but for the overall economy. It means people aren't suffering as bad. People aren't stuck in the mud as bad as they were, especially at the beginning of this year, and they're starting to get out and spend more money. Now, if people are going to go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money that they have for cases on iPhones, iPads, and etc., we can then go ahead and expect that the iPhone 12, when it comes out, is going to do very well. Not only that, the fact that the iPhone 12 is going to feature 5G compatibility components is going to be very important. In a recent survey that they did release, over 35% of consumers who do not have iPhone said that they would be interested to buy an iPhone if it did feature 5G compatibility. So with all these things said, we can go ahead and assume that the iPhone 12 is going to be very, very big. And whenever it released, the fact that all these stores are going to be open and available to sell these iPhone 12s means major business for Apple. On top of all this, Katie Huberty did release that they expect Apple to see a 29% year-on-year growth in the Mac industry. Now, this isn't the iPhone industry, and so it's kind of unrelated to what we talked about earlier, but this is very significant in the sense that this is another feature that is slowly starting to dominate Apple as a whole. Now, if we can see this, year-on-year growth of 29%, that could be very, very significant, especially considering that Macs aren't the leading seller in Apple. But if we can see them continuing to grow and continue to dominate year to year, we can see them start to fill up some of these gaps that maybe iPhone's leaving behind and start to see very, very high revenue for Apple. Apple is one of those companies that sits on a lot of cash. They make a lot of profits and they make a lot of revenue. So seeing that another piece of their business could slowly become a very masterful and major piece of their overall industry is absolutely phenomenal. And it makes me very, very excited as an investor to see another component of their business starting to grow a whole bunch. Now, they did top off this survey by saying that they set a price target of $130 for Apple. Now, considering that Apple is currently still sitting under $110, That could be very significant, especially for new investors. So with this report coming out, I am expecting to see a lot of growth in Apple here soon. Hopefully whenever the iPhone 12 does release, we're going to start to see even more growth, even though it may be factored in already. I guess the future will kind of tell us where the actual price is going to be at once that iPhone 12 does release. But until then, I'm going to definitely be keeping my eye on Apple stock. Anytime a new update comes around, I will definitely let you guys know. Once again, if you do enjoy these style of videos, let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Be safe. Peace.